Yo, it's Big Sid, Ready Electrical. About to go over some demand factor, maximum demand for ranges. Article 220, table 220.55. But look over there. Y'all see that? Y'all see that? That 2.0. Y'all see it? DeWalt had to go ahead and get that box. We'll do a little something on that. Alright. Get this show on the road. Alright. Y'all probably can't see me, but follow through. Follow with me with your code book. I'm using the 2020, but we're just gonna jump straight into it. Article 220, branch circuit feeder and service load calculations. All right, we're gonna go over this range stuff because some guys on the test, I know they probably get these columns mixed up. What column to use, when they see different ranges, how many, what's the numbers on there, 6.5 kW, 5.5 kW, 8, whatever. They get these, they look at this here, they get the, what column to use mixed up. So we're gonna go ahead and jump into this here. All right, so right here, that's a column, table 220.55. All right, so looking at these, we have 5 different ranges, all different unequal kWs. So if we look here, okay, I want you guys to look down at the notes up under that table. All right, okay, note number one, it says over 12 kW through 27 kW. Ranges all of same rating, okay? So we can see that these here, this is not, none of these are over that 12 kW or even under that 27. So let's jump down to the next one. Note 2, over 8 3/4 kW through 27 kW. Okay, ranges of unequal ratings. Okay, so we see that these here, okay, we have 2, that's 8. Okay, we got 1 that's 8.5, 8.5 kW. So we're not going to use that one. And then we go down to note 3, over 1 3/4 kW through 8 3/4 kW. All right, so now let's go ahead and read this here. So in lieu of the method provided in column C, it shall be permissible to add the nameplate ratings of all household cooking appliances rated more than 1 3/4 kW, but not more than 8 3/4 kW. And then you have to multiply the sum by the demand factor specified in column A or column B for the given number of appliances. Okay, so what they saying right there when they say where the rating of cooking appliances falls under both column A and column B, okay, the demand factor for each column shall be applied to the appliance for that column, and the results added together. All right, now, since look at ours. So we got so the one we gonna use here. Well, you look at column A. Okay, that says less than 3.5 kW, right? So we don't have anything like that up here. Everything is greater. So that's gonna cancel you using that column A out. Because let's read that again. Why we're gonna use column B. Okay. It shall be permissible to add the nameplate ratings of all household cooking appliances rated more than 1/3 kW, but not more than 8 3/4 kW, and multiply the sum by the demand factor specified in column A or column B. So we already gonna X that out because all our different numbers here, they fall up under column B. All right, so that's the one you're gonna use. Column B, 3.5 kW through 8 3/4 kW. All right, so now all you're gonna do from there is add that up. All you're doing is adding all these up right here. So what we gonna come up with when we add this up? 6.5, 6.5 plus 5.5 plus 8 plus 5 and plus 8, 8.5. Okay, so we got 33.5 kW. Now what that tells us to do in that column. Okay, now when you look at this column right here, these are percentages. So don't forget that. All right, these are percentages in column A and column B. So since we got five ranges. So we're gonna scroll down to 5 in that column B section, go across. Okay, they telling us to take 45% of that, of what we just added. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that. So 33.5 times your, what's that, 45%. So we got 15 kW. All right, so I want to go ahead and put this on the board. All right, so 33.5 times your 45%. 15 kW. All right. So that would be your maximum demand right there for those 5. And what's the reason why we have this low maximum demand right there? The reason for that is because you won't be using all of these ranges at the same time. So the NEC took that into account right there, that you'd never be using that, even if you had a range with the oven and the burners on top, and you're using all the burners on top. Though, if you have electric range, those things gonna be cycling on and off. So you're never gonna use the maximum capacity of that whole range. Okay, so that's why we can have a low maximum demand right there, because you're not gonna be using everything at the same time, never. Okay. And this is just for, I just want to do this one here because you'll never, I don't know if you, maybe if you rich like Warren Buffett or something like that, or what's his name, Elon Musk, and you got three different kitchen areas. You may have something like this, but this is just just to get you to use, know how to use, the columns, what columns are you going to use based off of, what they're going to give you on the test. Okay, so you look at your numbers and see if it's going to be, more or less than, whatever that column is. And make sure you read your notes down there and go through it. All right? So don't get caught up on, just because they have a question on the test and they say, you have a bunch of these. It's easy. All you got to do is determine, what are you going to be, what column, add them up, take the percentage, boom, you got it. A different note section from table 220, point 55. Okay, as you can see here, we have some increased values here for our KWs. All right. So let's see so the first thing you want to do, if you see a question on here asking you to give them the maximum demand for 5 ranges with these values, let's say, okay, let's go ahead and get into that. All right. Now, what you gonna do? Okay, now I want you guys to highlight, okay, note 1 that says over 12 kW through 27 kW, ranges all of same rating. Okay, I want you guys to note 1, underline that or highlight that, same rating. Okay. All right, note 2, over 8 and 3/4 kW through 27 kW, ranges of unequal ratings. Okay, I want you to underline and highlight that, unequal ratings. Okay, so that's what we have here. You can tell that we have our least range KW is 8 and 3/4. Okay. So now, let's go ahead and read note 2 further. For ranges individually rated more than 8 3/4 kW and of different ratings, but none exceeding 27 kW, an average value of ratings shall be calculated by adding together the ratings of all ranges to obtain a total connected load. All right, now in parentheses right there it says using 12 kW for any range rated less than 12 kW and dividing by the total number of ranges. Okay, and then if you, then it goes to say, then the maximum demand in column C shall be increased by 5% for each kilowatt or major fraction thereof by which this average value exceeds 12 kW. All right. So let's go ahead and jump into this now. Hey, this is like the Bible. This is like the Bible. Yeah, hey, precept upon precept, line upon line. All right. So let's go back up here. We gotta make sure we doing this right. All right. So it says for ranges individually rated more than 8.75 kW and of different ratings, but none exceeding 27 kW. Okay. An average value of ratings shall be calculated by adding together the ratings of all ranges to obtain a total connected load. All right, so now let's look at that right there in parentheses. I want you to highlight that where it says using 12 kW for any range rated less than 12 kW. All right, let's go ahead and do that. Okay, we don't have to worry about that. That's 12 kW already. Let's write that 12 kW on the side. 9 kW. All right. 10. All right. 8. All right. All right, so let's read that again. All right. So using 12 kW for any range rated less than 12 kW. Okay, we got that. So now let's go ahead and calculate this on up. Get your calculators out if you need them. Okay, but you got 5 ranges. All of them we calculating at 12 kW. Okay. All right, so now we got to calculate at this here. What you guys, so everything is 12 kW now. So what's 5 times 12? All right. Ding, 60. All right, 60 kW. All right, so now let's jump down there. What it tell us to do with that once we get that? And dividing by the total number of ranges. Okay. So we got 5. We got 5, right? All right. So we got that 12. So we got 12 kW. Okay, so now, so what do we have to do now? All right. Give y'all a little minute to think of what we got to do next. Okay. So now, okay, we done totaled that up. Okay, it says, then the maximum demand in column C shall be increased by 5% for each kilowatt or major fraction thereof by which this average value exceeds 12 kW. Okay, this doesn't exceed 12 kW because we at 12 kW, right? What they talking about that major fraction thereof, now, if we would have had a number that would have gave us something that totaled 14 kW, then you would have had to take that. You have to subtract that 14. If this was 14 kW, 14 kW minus 12 kW would have gave you what would have been left over, 2 kW. So then you would have had the times. You have to do what it said. Then the maximum demand in column C shall be increased by 5% for each kilowatt. So we would have had 2 kilowatt left over. So we would have had to increase that number. So that would have gave us what? Two times 5. That's what, 10%, right? And then what they talking about, the number in column C. Okay, your demand in column C. Okay, we have 5 ranges, right? So our actual number is 20. Okay, 5. I want you guys to slide. Okay, number of appliances. Okay, we got 5. Slide all the way over to column C. So now we got 20 kW. So that's our number. 20 kW, right there. So now, what I was talking about with that major fraction thereof, now, if this number would have been 14, we would have had to do this here. We got 14 kW minus the 12, okay, would have left 2 kW left over. Times that 5%. Okay, we gotta get. I don't want to get you guys mixed up. This is our answer right here, but I'm just giving you a scenario if this number would have came out to be anything over this 12 kW. Okay, so that's 10%. So now we would have had to multiply this here number by that 10%. And the fastest, let's say if you had that, the fastest way, just go 20% times 110% and give you your whole value. Okay. So that would give you a whole value for that. But I don't want to get you guys mixed up. So that would have gave us 22 kW. Okay. All right, so I don't want to get you guys mixed up. So we already got our number. All right. So the reason why we use that column C, because it's not over 12 kW, right? We had 12 kW that we calculated. We had 12 kW that we calculated, but we have 5 ranges. And so the NEC told us to go over, just in case you guys who don't have a book, okay? What happens though, we got 5 appliances. Scroll over, column C, and that would be your demand, maximum demand, 20 kW. All right. So you guys play this back or whatever, and go, just take your time and look at the numbers. Look at these numbers. Look at your column. Look at your notes. Go ahead and highlight or underline those notes 1, same rating. Notes 2, unequal ratings. Okay. Go ahead and underline and highlight that stuff. And using 12K in note 2, using that in what's in parentheses right there, because a lot of guys skip that step. All right, but that's it. Just want to give you guys some little insight on this here. Just break it down real smooth for you, and where you can have that knowledge on your chest. All right, but we out. Red Electrical. Hey, you know this Big Sid. We always ready, baby. Peace.